Hey friends, hey family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal Blue. I do Christian content. I also do what's called the word of the day. I also have videos and shorts of me and my family having fun together, and I have inspirational shorts and quotes and running fitness shorts. So if you like what you see and hear, don't forget to like and subscribe, but most of all, do not forget to share. For those of you returning, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. We have made it over. Well, we're at the hump. We just got to get to the end of the day today. Praise report. I forgot to mention the other day, or maybe I did mention it and I forgot, but I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but something unexpected happened on Monday and I was super, super excited about it. And I don't remember whether I shared it or not, but my supervisor tapped me because he said, I want to talk to you. And I was like, okay, what's going on? He said, I don't know if you realized, but you got a bonus and you got a raise. And I was like, what? And the reason why I didn't know these things were going to happen is because my company has been going through a lot of transitions. People have been getting laid off, people have been forced into retirement, and they were saying they were cutting funds. So I didn't think I was going to get a raise, let alone a bonus. I mean, there were talks of it, but it's like I don't believe it until I see it. So I was happy to find out that I got both. I was really surprised about the raise because the rumors were going around last year that we're not getting raises in 2026. And I was like, yeah, well, we'll just, deal with it. So when he teams me and messaged me and said, hey, can I talk? I got to tell you something. I didn't know what he wanted to talk about. And he said, if you go look at your personal information, you'll see that you got a bump up in your pay. And I was like, woohoo. And I literally said woohoo like 5 or 6 times. And my supervisor was cracking up because I was just so overwhelmed. All I could say was woohoo to know that not only was I getting a bonus, but I got a raise as well. So I was super, super stoked about that. And I don't remember if I told you guys about it on Monday or not, but that's when it happened. So, yes, praise report. I didn't think that was going to happen. So, God is moving. He is doing great things. He's always there even when we don't expect it, and he surprises us in so many ways. And it's great because this raise coming and the bonus is very timely because we have some things coming up in the next couple of weeks that money is going to be used for. And I will let you guys know what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to keep it a secret for now, but eventually you'll figure out what it is. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into the word of the day. Today we're going to be reading from the infamous Psalms. And this is actually, get my glasses on, Psalm 138, and it is verse 6. And it states, though the Lord is exalted, meaning he is on high, he looks kindly on the lowly. So God sits on high. This is what we know. But he looks down at the lowly and the humble. He looks kindly on us. He has compassion for us. Now here's the other part. Though lofty, he sees them from afar. Lofty. Lofty means high goals, high expectations, proudness, um, just basically thinking more of yourself than you are. It says, though lofty, he sees them from afar. Those people, he's not paying attention to those people that are prideful and boastful and haughty and things like that. But for the lowly and humble, he looks kindly upon them. And when I first read this, I didn't read it like that. I had to go do some research. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? Though lofty, he sees them from afar. And they're talking about the people who think of themselves highly, who are arrogant and boastful. God sees them from afar. He basically puts them at a distance. But those who are humble and those who are lowly and meek, he looks kindly and favorably upon them. And that's just to say that do not be prideful, do not be arrogant, because pride goes before the fall. If you are prideful and arrogant, you always know what happens to people like that. It doesn't end well for them. But people who are humble and kind and meek should not be mistaken for weakness. It's not weakness. It's just knowing who you are and what you are able to do and what you cannot do. It's okay to have confidence, but know your place, know what God has given you the ability to do and what you can't do, And don't be overly arrogant. Be like, yeah, I can do this. And then you fall on your face because you weren't supposed to do that, or God didn't call you to do that in the first place. So in a way, it's God is looking favorably upon the humble, and the arrogant. He's looking at them from afar because he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's not the way. So he's basically giving favor to the humble and not really paying attention to the arrogant, because the arrogant, they're going to fall on their face anyway, and they're going to reap what they sow or whatever's going on with them. But those who are being humble and just being meek and just understanding and being cautious as well, those are the ones that God is favoring. He's looking upon them and he's looking at them with compassion. He was like, okay, this person, they're being humble. They're being like, maybe I can't do this, but, I know with the Lord's help, I could do this. And that's what it makes me think of immediately. When you're arrogant and haughty, you think you can do everything by yourself. You think it's you, not realizing it's God who's helping you with everything. And that person who is humble, they're the ones that's saying, God, I know I can't do this. I know this is all you because I'm not doing any of this. God loves to see that humility, admitting that you need him, basically, admitting that you can't do it alone. And that's when God steps in, because he's like, yes, that's what I am here for, to be your strength to help you. A lot of people, they're like, I don't need any help. I can do this by myself. I did this on my own. I achieved this by myself. Did you really? I don't think you did. But a lot of people think they do. And they'll take all the credit and won't give God any. And so those people that are like that, God is like, so you're just not going to give me any credit for that? Okay. And he looks at them from afar. So always remember to be humble. Be humble about everything. I know I used to be really arrogant back in my earlier years, teens, 20s, even early 30s. But as time went on and I realized some things and I was able to reflect, I don't take credit for anything anymore. I give God the glory every time. Even when people say, you can totally take credit for that, I say, no, I cannot. I said, and I will not, because I know where my help comes from. So please, please, please remember where your help comes from, and let's remain humble, because we can't do this life without him. Okay? Again, this is from Psalm 138, verse 6. I hope this encouraged and blessed you guys. And Lord willing, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.